This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, any doubts or queries? Okay, so no doubts, organizational structure or anything. Have you started practicing at least?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so any doubts in between? Okay, so if there is no doubts, we can continue our session. Okay, so during the previous session, what about ఆఫ్లైన్ రావట్లేదు ఏంటండి ఎవరో మీరు వచ్చేవాళ్ళు కదా పేరెంట్స్ ఏంటి
Sir, huge rain is coming here, sir. Rain is coming here, sir.
ఎస్ ఓకే సో okay, so during the previous session we were discussing regarding the material master creation. So we were able to almost complete the material master. So we were at the material master accounting data tab. Let's me get into the accounting data tab. In the material master accounting data tab, let me go to the material master accounting data tab. Let me open the system. So in accounting data tab, there are three things. Accounting data tab is mainly used for the maintenance of the valuation class and price control indicator and the what exactly the price, that is moving average price or standard price. Okay, so why we are maintaining the accounting data for the material? So based, we said, right, so material, we said SAP or SAP is a integrated package. When I say integrated package, if I am doing any transaction for a particular material, that particular material related transactions will be, who is Suresh? Did he join? He is asking to share the link. It is the same link which we are using earlier, right? Okay, so let me get into the material master creation. I will go to the MM01 and industry sector as mechanical engineering, and I will give a ROH as a material type or FERT. So I will just click on some, I will give some naming convention for the material. Can anyone share the link in the group, 6:30 a.m. group? Suresh is asking for the link. Okay, so let us select. Let me go to the organizational levels. In the organizational levels, I will give the can anyone share the link in the group meeting link? So I will go to the accounting data tab. Okay, so let me go to the accounting data tab. We are in the sales view. I will go to the purchasing and I will maintain the mandatory fields related to the purchasing. Foreign trade import data for purchase order text. These and all the things we already discussed. Let me go to the MRP type. Forecasting we were able to discuss. Hi. So accounting data tab. In case of the accounting data tab, so we have a general data and valuation data, and we have a future price details, etc. Here, what are important? So this is related to the financial data of your material master. In the financial data, let us say we discussed SAP materials management is an integrated package. When I say integrated, if I am doing any transaction to SAP materials management, it will impact the finance module, right? If you wanted to have the connectivity between the SAP MM and the finance module, then we need to maintain a relevant valuation class, and the price control indicator means what is the price control at which you are going to evaluate this particular material, and what is the moving average price or the standard price, and what is valuation category. So these things are quite mandatory over here. Okay, what is valuation class? As we discussed earlier, valuation class will be used to make financial postings in the finance module. Means for the raw materials, I wanted to post in a separate GL account at the finance. See, this is what we discussed, right? Different valuation class for different materials. Why we are maintaining different valuation classes? We are going to maintain the different valuation classes to have financial postings separately happening at the finance side. Like if I do any transaction for a particular raw material, whatever may be the postings that are happening for the raw material, I wanted to see to be posted at the finance side under a separate GL account. So for the raw materials, let us say I want to post a separate GL account. And for the finished materials, I wanted to post, or I wanted to see all the values that is being captured at the finance side separately at a different GL account. That is, let us say this one. And for the semi-finished materials, I wanted to see the transactions are posted at the finance side under a separate GL account. So I am bifurcating the postings at the finance side separately specific to a different materials. So if I wanted to post at the finance side, what I have to maintain at MM side, I have to maintain a valuation class for the raw materials as 3000 separately, and finished materials 7900, and semi-finished materials 7920. So I am making some configuration settings known as automatic account determination settings between to make a relationship between raw material and the raw material GL account at the finance side, finished material valuation class and finished material GL account, semi-finished material valuation class and semi-finished material GL account. So I need to select a relevant valuation class over here based upon the material type I am trying to create. I am creating a finished material. So I will select the valuation class as 7900 or 7920. And what is the price control indicator? So the price control indicators are two types. One is standard price or moving average price. If I am creating a say finished material or semi-finished material, as we discussed earlier, I need to select the price control indicator as yes. If I am creating a raw material or spare material or packaging material, I will be selecting as a V. Since I am creating a finished material, I will select the standard price over here. Okay, what is the, if I select a price control indicator as standard price, I need to specify what is the standard price of this particular material at which I am going to evaluate. Let us say the standard price is 10 rupees something. Also the If I am selecting a material as a moving average price control indicator, then I need to maintain the moving average price over here. Okay, then valuation category. If a material is a split valuated material, then you need to select the valuation category over here. Valuation category means, let us say you have one material that is iron ore. Iron ore you are buying from the domestic market, means within India you are buying. If you are buying the material within the India, let us say it will have a price of 1000 rupees. If the same material, if you are also buying from the international market or importing, then the price will be 1500 rupees. Okay, one material will be having two prices, right? So if you are buying from India, it will have 1000 rupees. If you are buying from outside market, it will have 1500 rupees. So that means one material will have two types of stocks, that is domestic stock as well as the import stock. If you want to evaluate a same material number with two different prices, then you just need to select a relevant valuation category over here. So based upon this, we have one configuration known as a split valuation configuration that we are going to do it later. If your material is a split valuated material, you just need to select a relevant split valuation category over here, but that particular configuration is missing, so I am not able to select anything over here. Okay, so these are the mandatory fields within the accounting view. I will just click on enter button. So now here we have the accounting data 2 tab. In the accounting data 2 tab, so one thing is mandatory, that is known as a LIFO or FIFO data. So if your particular material is relevant for the LIFO or FIFO, you just need to select a LIFO or FIFO. What is LIFO and FIFO? Can anyone tell? What is LIFO? LIFO is nothing but last in first out, and FIFO is nothing but first in first out. So can anyone tell what is last in first out or first in first out? Hmm?
What are the
Yeah.
material received in first? We should be move the material first out. And what are the material we received last? It should be
Last. Okay, yeah. So last in first out means first in first out means in most of 99.99% within the organizations, whatever may be the materials you received first into your company, that material will be issued to the production first and consumed in the production processes first. Yeah. So let us say today I received a material. Today is 16/05. I received a bread. Let us say bread I purchased 100 numbers, or milk. 2 packets I purchased today. And tomorrow also I purchased 2 packets of milk. So if I am using in my house, I will use the these 2 packets first and consume it. Then only I will start utilizing this. That is nothing but a first in first out. Whatever may be the materials that you purchased into your house, first will be utilized or consumed first. Nothing but a first in first out. There are some cases as well, last in first out. Last in first out means, let us say whatever may be the milk packet that you purchased on 17/05 will be used first. Then you are going to use it 16/05 purchased milk packet. So this type of process will be very rarely used. Okay, but 99.99% in most of the organizations, the first in first out functionality for the materials will be used. Okay, so that is nothing but a last in first out or first in first out. So if a particular material is relevant for the last in first out or first in first out functionalities, you just need to activate this particular checkbox. Okay, LIFO, if we lost in first out pool, there is something known as LIFO pool, so nothing is available, just leave it. And if you want to maintain a tax related information for this material, like what is the tax price and what is the commercial price, you can maintain these things. Tax price is 10 rupees, commercial price, like that. It is a free text only, you can maintain anything based upon the details you have with you. Okay, you can maintain any information over there. Then we have a costing view. Costing view will be normally utilized by the controlling consultant to do the costing. So mostly raw materials and spare materials are not relevant for costing. Raw materials and spare materials and pack materials are not relevant for costing. But finished material and semi-finished materials are relevant for the costing. Finished and semi-finished materials. What is finished material and semi-finished material? Let us take, I will take an example of the, let us say, Hero Honda bike. So Hero Honda bike is complete bike is a finished material, right? So within the Hero Honda bike, there are, if you want to manufacture a Hero Honda bike, there will be so many individual materials. Like you will have tire, 2 tires to manufacture one Hero Honda bike, 2 tubes, and 1 engine, like that. 2 rims will be there, right? If somebody asked what is the value of the, let us say 1 tire is 1000 rupees, then 2 tires will be 1000 multiplied by 2, 2000. Tube is 1000 rupees, 2 tubes are multiplied by 1000, 2000 rupees. Engine is 10,000 rupees. Or rims are 2000 rupees. If somebody asks me what is the total value of the bike, I will say I will add all these things and I will say it is a 16,000. 16,000 is the value of the bike, right? So this is nothing but a costing based upon the individual spare materials price that you have maintained in the system. Your Hero Honda bike as a total quantity will be calculated for the value. So this is nothing but a costing. So costing is relevant for only for the finished materials or semi-finished material. If you wanted to do the costing for the semi-finished or finished material based upon the individual components that are available, you just need to select material as a with quantity structure. Let us say if I am creating a Hero Honda bike, I can say so it is a with quantity structure. Okay, if you are creating a spare material, then select do not cost. But I am creating a semi-finished or finished material, I am selecting the with quantity structure. Okay, so then you have the material origin. Origin is nothing but what is the country from which you are trying to procure this particular material is nothing but origin. And what is the origin group? You just need to select something over here. Let us say it is a motor bike, right? So I will select as a motor bike. Overhead groups. What is overhead group? Overhead group is nothing but If you are evaluating a material value, let us say Hero Honda bike value is 16,000 rupees, then these are the spare materials, right? Apart from the spare material, there is also some of the overhead cost that is involved in manufacturing the assembly, like your manpower cost. Let us say to manufacture one Hero Honda bike, I will pay a salaries of 10,000 rupees to the employees who are working on manufacturing of the Hero Honda bike. So, and the electricity consumption, all those things will be a overhead cost. So let us say all those things. So if you include manpower and electricity as a overhead cost, then your total bike value will be 30,000 rupees. So you just need to select these overheads also when you are calculating the total cost of a particular material. So what is the overhead group? What is the variance key? These things you just need to select. Okay, so then you have your plant specific material status, means if you wanted to, you are costing this particular material from long 10 years. You don't want to cost this particular material from 31st/05 onwards. So you can put as absolute, so that your system will not do the any costing related activities for this particular material from this date onwards. Profit center is nothing but a department within an organization where you are using this particular material, and you wanted to, if you wanted to do the what is the profit that is happening into that particular organization, you just need to specify a relevant profit center for this particular material, so that whatever may be the postings that you are doing, those postings will be captured under this particular profit center, and you can see whether that particular cost center or the profit center is having proper losses or profits, etc. accordingly. So you just need to select a relevant profit center to post the activities or the transaction values happening against this particular material. Okay, then bill of materials, right? Bill of material is nothing but this particular tab is one of the tab that is belongs to the production planning. Okay, so if you are using this, what is bill of material? Can anyone tell? Huh? That is the one. Yeah. So this is nothing but a bill of material. I have a Hero Honda bike. What and all the individual spare materials and how much quantity that is being required to manufacture one Hero Honda bike will be called as a bill of material. So this particular information I'm going to maintain in the production planning as a bill of material. So okay, so this is one of the production planning activity. So I will go to the CS01. CS01 is nothing but a bill of material. So let us say I am creating a material known as Hero Honda bike. To manufacture a Hero Honda bike, what are the individual components that I am going to use it? So that such type of relationship I am going to maintain it over here in the bill of material, and I will be using when I am trying to do the costing activities for the particular material. It's became a little bit slow. So material master is a little bit of complex topic, so you just need to explore. Okay, so this is the place where we are going to maintain the bill of material, but this is the production planning activity. So if a particular material is relevant for the costing purposes, then the bill of material is must and you should have to maintain. Okay, so let me select BOM usage. Where you are using the bill of material, you are using the bill of material in the production planning. So I just need to select the bill of material that is being created for this particular material is relevant for the production planning activities. Okay, so rest of the things are not that much mandatory. Then I will go to the costing to view. So in the costing to view also, here you will be able to see whatever may be the valuation data that is maintained, like what is the valuation class, what is the price control, and what is the price control indicator, and what is the present month that is running. So the present month is May 2022, and what is the standard price. All those details will be copied over here. You will be able to see it over here. And what is the current price of this particular material? Current price is 10 rupees I maintained. And what will be the future price, and what will be the previous month price? Those details I will be able to see. Since I am trying to create this particular material just now, I will not be able to see the previous price and the future price, but I will be able to see the present price that I have maintained. Okay, so then these are all the planned prices. You can maintain anything. Okay, so these are the planned prices. It is a text only. You can maintain the planned price on date. What is the planned price on today's date? Let us say, so like that, it is a free text. You can maintain any details over here. So let me go to the, so this is the warehouse management data. Warehouse management data we are not going to discuss. As a MM consultant, we need to mostly concentrate on SAP materials management data. And this compliance basic material data and MRS, these and all things are not mandatory. I haven't maintained for any of the materials which I am trying to create till now in my projects. So just click on enter and save it. So this is how you need to create a material. Okay, so you created the material. So the material number is N104, which is created over here. I wanted to change the material. How I will change it? I will change it by using the MM02 transaction code. How I will change it? I will go to the, now the material number is created as N104. I want to change this material. How I will change? I will go to the logistics, materials management, material master, material, and change. MM02 is the transaction code to change the material. I will just go to the MM02 and I will enter the material number. So the material number is N104, which I just created. I will click on enter. I will select the views. Is the server working yesterday? Yesterday, day before yesterday? Okay, so I will just select, I will go to the organizational levels and I will click on enter. Let us say I want to change, let us say these and all the details I did not maintain when I am trying to create via MM01, right? Now I want to maintain. So I can maintain or I can change like this. So which is nothing but a change transaction code for the material. You can maintain anything, whatever the things that you missed over here. Right, all the things you can maintain by using the change transaction code. I am just trying to save it. And I wanted to display the material. How I will display? I will go to the MM03 is the transaction code to display the material master details. It is only for the display purpose, not for change or the anything etc. It is only for the display or the view purpose. If you want to change something over here, you will not be able to change over here. Okay, so let me now go back. Material master changes. I created N104 I made some changes. I just wanted to see the changes that I have made, right? So for this particular material, what are the changes I did it? I will just click on execution button. So I will just double click it over here. So earlier the gross weight, volume and net weight were 0 and a volume in it also not there. Dangerous goods packaging status is not there. So but I just made some changes, right? So these are the new values which I have maintained against the old values, nothing but a change log. You will be able to see what is the old log, what is the old value of that particular field and what is the new value of the particular field where I have made some changes. So this is nothing but a change log. You can see the change log details over here. Then I wanted to delete a material. I want to put the deletion flag for the material. What is the MM06 is the transaction code to delete a material. I will go to the MM06. I can delete the material at the plant level. Okay, so what is the plant I have taken to create the material? Let me see. I can delete a material at the plant level or storage location level. There are various levels. So I can delete at IN70. I can delete the material at the plant level or storage location level 1100, 51 and RS, 51 and WHD and 008. So these are the levels at which I can delete. I can put the deletion flag for a material. I will go to the enter. So I wanted to delete a material completely at the client level. So I can delete it over here. Or I wanted to delete a material at only at the plant level or the storage location level. Or I can delete a material at sales org level so that I will not be able to perform the transactions for this particular material at sales organization level. I can delete a material at the warehouse and storage type level. Means these are the levels at which I can delete the material. Otherwise, I can delete the material for all levels. And I will save it.
Whichever we want, you can take it.
Huh?
Whichever we want, you can take it.
Yes. Means you want to put, you don't want to use this material in the sales transactions. Then put the deletion indicator at the sales organization, distribution channel and division level. You don't want to use this material for the warehouse management transactions, then put deletion checkbox at the warehouse level. You don't want to use this material at the plant level, you can put deletion checkbox over here. Okay, so now material master mass changes means I created some 1000 or 2000 materials. I wanted to change one particular field value for all 1000 materials in one go. How I will do that? I will go to the MM17 transaction code and I will try to change the particular field value for all the materials. So I will click on MM17. I will go to the continue. Let us say I want to change the material master description. So I just need to select a relevant table where I wanted to perform the changes for a particular material in mass. So let us say I want to change the description of the material, right? So then what I will do, I will select the descriptions. I will go to the execute button. I will go to the click on OK. And the material for which I wanted to change is N104. You can select thousands of materials by going into the here. So you can select thousands of materials for which you wanted to make some changes, but I am selecting only one material. I will go to the execute button. See the material description presently Hero Honda bike. So I want to change this thing to, let me select and I will select this particular description. I will pull to the left side. I will click on OK. Means the present description is Hero Honda bike, and I wanted to change it to, let us say, TVS bike, right? Okay, TVS bike. So what I will do, I will select this. I will also select this. I will click on perform mass change. So my material description, now I will save it. I will click on OK. So now I will go back to the material master description and I will see whether the description got changed over here or not. So I will go to the MM03. See, earlier it was Hero Honda bike, now it got changed to TVS bike. So like that you can change the field values for 1000 or 20,000 materials in one go by using this particular functionality known as material master mass changes functionality. Okay, then what is the next one? The next one is the report material master. I wanted to see the list of materials which I have created as a one single report. MM60 is the report where I will be able to see the list of materials that are being created by me. Let us say I wanted to see the list of materials that are being created for the material type finished material FERT. So I will go to the execution button. Here I will be able to see the list of material that is being created for the material type FERT. So this is the report. See, these are all the material that are being created for the material type FERT. So many people created, we will be able to see it over here. I wanted to see the list of material that are being created for the plant IN47. See, for IN47 and for the finished materials, we have 3 materials created, that is FC01, FC02, etc. So this is nothing but a report which will give you a list of materials that are being created for the combination of the material type or plant, something, etc. Okay, so then what are the tables that are being updated for the material master? So what are the tables that are updating when you create a material? So the tables are MARA table is material master, general data table, and MARC is the material master plant data table, and MARD is the material master storage location table, and MBEW is the material master sales data table. MBEW not sales data, it is a valuation table of the material master, valuation data. And MAKT is the material master descriptions table. So these are the some of the tables that are being updated when you create a material. So I will go to the MARA table. So let me go to the SC11 or SC16N. So I will input the table name as MARA, and I will input the material that is created. I created N104. I will go to the execution button. I will select, I will go to the details. So this is the material master general data table where I will see for a particular material the general information. What is general information? General information is nothing but what is the material number and what is the material type, what is the industry sector, what is the material group, what is the base unit of measurement, what is the dimensions. All those things will be coming under a material master general data information table. And you just need to see, if you wanted to see the general data information, you can see under the general data information table of the material master. Then what is MARC? MARC is the material master plant data table, right? So I will go to the MARC, I will input the material number N104, I will click on execution button. This is the material master plant level data. See here, you see IN70 is the plant at which I maintain this particular material. Okay, so we have maintained the plant specific status, plant material status, right? Absolute. So you will be able to see what is the plant specific material status, what is the date from which this particular plant material specific status valid, what is the material MRP type. So what are the availability check, all those things will be coming under material master plant data table. Okay, then you have MARD. MARD is the storage location data table. Like means what is the storage location at which this particular material is being maintained. So I will go to the N104. So this is the plant and this is the storage location data for this particular material. What is the plant and what is the storage location data, and these details you will be able to see it over here for the material, which is nothing but a storage location data. If you put a storage location level deletion flag, we have deleted this particular material at the storage location level, right? So that is the reason it is showing the storage location level deletion flag as a active checkbox. Okay, so these details you will be able to see at the storage location level data table. Then material master evaluation table, that is MBEW. So what is the price control indicator? What is the price? Let us say this is the material for which we have maintained the valuation class as 7920 and the price control indicator as S and price as 10 rupees as the standard price. So these details you will be able to see it over here in the MBEW. Then MAKT is the material master descriptions table. If you wanted to see the description of this material, you will be able to see it under the MAKT. So this is the description, right? TVS. This is the latest description of this particular material. Okay, so with this, also if you wanted to change the, let us say you created this particular material master for material type FET. Later you came to know the material master material type is not finished material type, it is a semi-finished material type. So you can change the material type over here as well later. So let us say change material type. What is the material? N104 and the new material is so new material is HALB. I created this particular material for the finished material. By mistake I wanted to change it to semi-finished material. Okay, so then what I will do, I will select the new material type which I wanted to make it for this particular material and I will click on execute button. So we created finished material evaluation class is the 7920, but for the semi-finished material what the evaluation class will be 7900, right? So I am putting 7900 over here and evaluation class 7900 and I will click on OK. See, my material type is now changed. So I will go to the MM03. So the material type for this particular material is now changed to, you see what is the material type? The material type of this particular material is HALB. Earlier it was finished material, right? So you can change the material type in this fashion. Okay, so that is the way you can create, you can change the material type for a particular material. Okay, so any doubts on the material master data? With this we were able to complete the material master data. So do you have any queries on the material master data? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay, so then we can go ahead and do the second master data, that is vendor master data or the supplier master data. Okay, vendor or the supplier master data. So what is the configuration that we need to do as a part of vendor or the supplier master data? Like in case of the material master data, we have created the material types. In the same way, in case of the vendor master data also, there will be vendor account types. Vendor account types, like there are various types of vendors, like domestic vendors and domestic vendor or import vendors, or freight or the transportation vendors. Let us say if you are hiring a transporter to supply them, to transfer the material from one location to another location, so you need to create those people as a freight or the transport vendors. Also, one-time vendors means, one-time vendor is nothing but you will buy the material today and forget it. You are going to buy only once against that particular vendor a material. Very rarely you will buy it and forget it. Then you have employee vendors. If you joined any one of the company, on the joining date they will create one employee code and give it to you. That is nothing but a employee number or the employee code. So they are creating you as a employee vendor, so that the salaries and all those things will be credited to your account. So like this, in case of the material, there are various material types. In case of the vendor also, there are various types of vendor types. Like domestic vendor, I am going to identify with 4-character alphanumeric coding, that is GM01. Import vendor, I can give any vendor coding, that is IM01. Freight vendor, I can give FR01. One-time vendor OM01 and employee vendor EM01. So like that, there are various types of vendor master data types. In case of the material, how we have the material type. What is the configuration that I need to perform as a part of vendor master data? So the configuration that I need to perform is, I need to create a vendor account groups. Create vendor account groups like material types. We created material types, right? In the same way, you need to create vendor account groups in case of the vendor master data. Vendor account groups. Then create number ranges for vendor account groups. For vendor account groups. And assign account group and the number ranges. to vendor account groups. So these are the configuration that we need to do as a part of vendor master data. So where I will create the vendor account groups, what is the configuration? So the configuration I need to do it as in case of the vendor master data is, I will go to SPRO, SAP reference implementation guide, then go to the financial accounting. So vendor account groups will be created in the financial accounting. So I will go to the financial accounting. Here you see account receivables and account payables. And here you see there is something known as vendor account groups. Go to the master data. Preparations for creating the vendor master data. So define vendor account groups with a screen layout. So this is the place where you are going to create the vendor account groups. Then create number ranges for the vendor account groups. You see there is something known as create number ranges for the vendor account groups. Then assign number ranges to the vendor account group. These are the 3 steps which we need to perform as a configuration within the vendor master data. Okay, so we can stop the session here today. Tomorrow we can continue. Tomorrow we are going to create the configuration related to the vendor master data. Then we will try to create the vendor master data once the configuration related to the vendor account groups are completed. Okay, so any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, please try to practice it. If I am explaining, it looks very easy, but when you are trying to do it, you will face a lot of difficulties. So try to practice, then only you will be able to get it. Okay, then thank you. Bye bye.